Jessica? Jessica, I need you to answer right now. Please, Jessica, come on, answer already.
Oh, it's you. Do you need something?
Hey, you don't have to be obviously salty like that.
I mean, I am salty towards you, so... What do you want? I don't have time for this.
About the reunion that we just left earlier, you were talking with Steven the whole time, weren't you?
Huh? Steven?
I mean, I guess you look a bit better than you used to back in high school, but I really don't think you've become enough of a lady to have a guy like him even give a look at you. You really shouldn't get ahead of yourself, you know? Go look in the mirror first.
I don't have any intentions towards Steven. If anything, I was creeped out of the way he was just following me around the whole time during the reunion.
What did you just say? There's no way that's true. Look, Jessica, Steven was the best looking guy in our whole grade back in high school. Now he's grown up even more. Even more. And he's also the son of a CEO at a really famous company. Everyone wants him. A musty, crusty introvert like you is literally no match for his elite, handsome, untouchable self.
I really don't care what you think, Sarah, but I have no feelings whatsoever towards Steven.
Whoa, you're scaring me. You're trying to make me lower my guard by saying the exact opposite of the truth, aren't you? Of course, I get that you wouldn't want to just let go of the chance of getting close to him, even though all of that is just in your mind.
I really have no feelings for him.
Whatever. I see through that big head of yours. Everything.
You know what? Actually, I'm already married, so I'm not interested in Steven.
What? You're joking. Are you imagining things? Do you really believe that you're married with him already?
What?
Wow, I guess you're either hypnotized or crazy or something. You terrify me, Jessica.
Wait, no.
How scary.
No, that's not what I meant.
I'll be sure to tell Steven to watch out for this stalker weirdo lady who believes that she's married to him.
You know what? Whatever. Do what you want. There's no point in talking to you.
Hey, Jess. It's been a while since the class reunion. I have a very important announcement to make to you.
Sarah? Yeah.
Oh, come on. Give me a better reaction.
I get tired just by texting you.
You're so funny. Whatever. Oh, yeah. You really surprised me.
What?
I didn't know you two were actually dating. You and Steven.
What?
I told Steven about the stalker thing, and then he told me that you two secretly started dating after the class reunion. I was in utter shock. My mouth was wide open for a good 30 seconds.
I never said it was Steven that I was dating when we were texting each other after the reunion. Me and him have never been like that. Ever.
Oh, you don't need to give me lies like that.
What do you mean, lies? As I told you before, I'm already married.
Good for you! It means you love him so much that you're imagining marrying him. That's adorable.
My husband isn't Steven.
Just like last time, you're trying to lower my guard by saying the exact opposite of the truth, aren't you? I can't believe you're using the exact same move as last time, even though it didn't work. You're so dumb.
I've been telling the truth.
Whatever, that wasn't why I texted you anyways. I wanted to surprise you big time for something. It might be a bit of an unpleasant surprise for you, though.
What is it?
Haven't you been getting ignored by Steven lately?
What? I guess. He was annoying me forever, but it stopped about 2 months ago.
What do you mean, annoying? You don't have to try and act like he was completely into you or something.
How did that sentence get processed in your mind like that?
Have you not realized that you've been dumped by Steven?
What?
I mean, 2 months ago is just the same timing.
What are you talking about?
I'm getting married with Steven.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he and I became romantic with each other about exactly 2 months ago. I told him that I'd date him if he quit texting you, and he really did that for me. So I decided to go with it, and now he proposed to me. OMG, I'm too loved for my own good.
Good for you.
Tell me how you feel right now, Sarah. Don't you feel defeated? Don't worry, I know you do, loser.
There's not a single reason for me to feel defeated about this.
Whatever, you and I are too different from head to toe.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I'm pretty and have good proportions and outgoing, so of course all the guys want me. I can marry whoever I want, whenever I want, even if I didn't even love the guy. This hasn't changed since we were in high school. On the other hand, you're the type who lives in the shadows. No one even glimpses at you. And now you're even imagining things, which makes you even less attractive through the eyes of any guy. Therefore, no matter what happens, you and I will never be on the same level, and I will always be light years ahead of you in everything. I'm the rabbit, and you're the turtle. Good game. This was all too easy. You're boring me to death.
Yeah, I get it. Good for you.
Oh no, I'm going to be late. Steven and I will be getting officially engaged right now. Well then, that's that. Don't ever stalk Steven again, you weirdo.
I wouldn't want to, even if you made me.
Jessica? Hey, I need you to pick up. Hey, please pick up.
What?
Did you know about this?
About what?
Explain this to me right now.
Explain what you need me to explain.
Obviously about Steven.
Steven?
About his father's business going out of business 3 years ago?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
So you did know.
Yeah, my friend used to work there, so I heard through them. To be accurate, I heard it was more like Steven was the one who made his dad's company go out of business.
What? Why?
Apparently, he started a new business plan without any of his dad's permission, and spent a ton of the company's money to make it happen. But it ended up being a big failure. They had too much debt that they couldn't handle, and they went out of business. Ever since then, his dad got addicted to gambling, and their debts grew larger and larger, and his mom got a new boyfriend and disappeared.
What? I knew his parents got divorced, but I didn't know his father was in that kind of state as well.
Apparently so.
What do you mean, apparently so? How could you just watch me get myself into this? Were you trying to get back at me for taking Steven away from you or something?
As I've said countless times before in all our previous conversations, me and Steven were not dating! How many times do I need to tell you?
But you two were practically glued together at the reunion, and you even went home together after that. If you're together that much, then you're basically dating.
As I've said, he was just following me around.
What?
He followed me over to my house, and I had trouble running away from him at the end. Even after the reunion, a rumor about me and him were dating had gone around, and he got my phone number from someone else, and kept texting me every single day, and it was so annoying. But he quit about 2 months ago, and I was finally free from his curse.
Is that really what happened?
How can you still not believe me?
I mean, why would a guy like Steven become obsessed with a crusty girl like you?
Another friend told me about this, but apparently he was after the wealth of my family.
What? Isn't your house just a normal one? Your dad's an office worker, right?
Yes, up until high school. After that, he became the CEO of the company he was working at.
The CEO?
Apparently, my dad was very close to the previous CEO, so he was nominated and chosen to become the second CEO of his company. And apparently, Stephen found out about this whole thing and thought that if he married the daughter of the CEO of the big company, then maybe he would be able to pay back all of his debts.
Debts?
I just said his dad's company went out of business and now they have a bunch of debt. You're his wife. Have you not heard any of this?
I indeed have not. The only reason I married him was because I thought he'd be the next CEO of his father's company. And barely now, I'm finding out he's broke and has debt. He tricked me.
What about you, Sarah? Didn't you hide some things from Stephen in order to make the marriage happen?
What?
A while after we had the class reunion, I heard that you were caught cheating with a married man and were sued by his wife to pay her condolences. I heard that you were in debt of $50,000 because of that, aren't you?
Well...
You're being demanded a higher number than usual because you kept bothering the wife while you took part in the cheating. Judging from this story, didn't you marry into Stephen's house so you could pay off your debts? I mean, you failed miserably, obviously.
How on earth do you know that story to so much detail?
The wife of the man you had a relationship with. She's my husband's cousin.
What?
It's a small world, isn't it?
You've gotta be joking me. Wait a minute. Did you just say husband?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
You're married?
Like everything else, I've told this to you many times.
Wasn't that just you imagining things because you were so madly in love with Steven?
That was just you letting your mind wander off into Fantasyland.
Did you just say Fantasyland? As if to imply that I am the one who's insane?
I mean, it's true.
How dare you?
I just spoke the truth about everything. And you bent the facts and shaped them so you could believe in some fantasy. Even the situation you're in with Stephen right now. Couldn't you have avoided it if you just had listened to me? You really shouldn't listen to people speaking while imagining what you'd want them to say.
Hey.
What? Can you please lend me money? Why on earth would I lend you money?
You're the daughter of a CEO right now. Can't he pay for any of your expenses? I'm sure he'll understand if you explain that a really good friend of yours is in a very dire situation that would decide how the rest of her life goes.
You really don't get anything about this world, do you?
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm related to the victim of your cheating scandal right now. Why would I help the person who destroyed the family of my relative?
How could you? Your friend is in dire need right now.
Since when were you my friend, Sarah?
How could you?
You should search that phrase up on Google sometime soon, and then look at yourself in the mirror. There was one last question that was left in my mind. Why did Stephen, who was trying to marry me for my dad's money, end up marrying Sarah, a girl with her own debt? It turns out that Sarah always lathered herself in brand clothing, so simple-minded Stephen thought she was actually rich. But in reality, Sarah was just a broke, unemployed girl with debt. These were the lines that the two spat at each other while finding out about each other's debts. I married you because I thought you had money. Apparently, they haven't gotten a divorce yet. But they've been working from day in to day out without any time to even dress nicely. And now neither of them have any of the looks or attractiveness they used to have when they were young.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Kate, it's been a while. Is now a good time?
Oh, hello. It's been a long time. I'm free at the moment. Is there something I can help you with?
It must have been about 3 months since we last spoke.
Yes, I think it's been about that.
I was wondering what you thought about what I said last time.
Oh?
I'm asking whether you reached a decision.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Oh, come on! How could you forget something so important?
I'm really sorry. Would you mind reminding me?
It's about me moving in.
Huh?
So, what did you decide?
If it's about that, I thought we respectfully declined your offer.
And I told you I didn't agree with your decision, didn't I?
But Andy said no again that time too.
Good grief, you and that boy. Tell me, Kate, are you really Andy's wife?
Huh?
If you understood Andy, your husband's feelings, you would have never made that decision, would you?
You might say that, but it's a decision we reached together as a couple after thoughtfully considering each other's opinions.
My boy doesn't say what he really wants around you because he's so kind. Supporting your husband is one condition of being a good wife. You need to learn to be a little more humble. Accordingly, please move the discussion on the matter of me moving in with you forward in the near future.
You deciding one-sidedly like this puts us in a really difficult position.
As long as you're Andy's wife, you're obliged to do what I say. I'm his mother.
I did tell you this before, but my grandpa lives with us here.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Your parents are always working away at a company branch in the countryside. So your grandfather's living with you for the time being as he doesn't have anyone else.
That's right.
But isn't he living separately in a detached house?
He is, but he still eats with us, and we all basically live on the same grounds. It's fair to say we live together, if you were to move in too.
Basically, you mean that. Well, I may be a relative. You don't want me living with your grandfather because we're more or less strangers? But here's the thing, I don't mind that even one bit. Just because I'm a single divorcee doesn't mean anything is going to happen between me and your grandpa.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Good grief, you drive me up the wall. Whatever you say, it's decided. I'm moving in with you.
But this house...
I don't want to hear about your circumstances.
Wow.
Dreary me. It looks like I'll have to block you and continue this conversation with my Andy.
But wait!
Goodbye!
Andy, I'm sorry to bother you during work. You got a minute?
Sure. I'm on break, so we're good. What's up?
Your mom messaged me just now.
My mom?
Looks like she still hasn't given up on moving in with us.
Seriously? We told her your grandpa's living at our place.
Right? I think she knows that. But regardless, she's hell-bent on moving in. She blocked me again while I was in the middle of explaining.
Wow.
Maybe the way I spoke to her was bad.
No, I doubt it. I think my mom's just getting ahead of herself again. She's, how to put it, narrow-minded? Or short-tempered or brash. Plus, she has some old-fashioned ways of thinking. She has the kind of personality that doesn't mix well with people from our generation.
Oh, I see. She said she was going to contact you to talk about her moving in, so you might get a message soon.
You gotta be kidding me. Okay, got it.
I'm sorry.
Don't be silly. If anything, you're the one being messed around by my mom's selfishness. It's me who should be sorry.
No, it's fine, but thank you.
I gotta head back to work soon.
Okay, I'm making your favorite omelet for tea tonight.
Woohoo! I can't wait!
I hope work goes well.
Thanks! Hey, Mom! What the hell's all this luggage doing here?
Oh, Andy, my things arrived?
Not my things arrived! Why the heck did you send us 10 cardboard boxes to be paid cash on delivery?
Did you pay?
Yes. I feel bad for the driver having to deal with all that stuff if I refused. But you should have told us before you sent all your stuff here. Cost me over $100. What did you plan on doing if we didn't have any money on hand?
Oh, sorry about that. It's good that you were able to get my things, though.
It's not good at all. Our front door and hallway are crammed full of your boxes. We can hardly move. Just what is all this stuff?
All of my belongings, in preparation for me moving in, obviously.
What? No way. By moving in, you don't mean...
Of course! Me, you, and your wife will all be living together. I'll be living here this evening.
No, no, no! Me and Kate didn't agree to this. I thought you'd contact us at least once before turning up.
Well, I did plan on getting in touch to discuss which room I'd be getting once my luggage arrived. It was a big help when you messaged me from your end.
No, come on. Surely you have the order back to front.
But Andy, you want me to move in, don't you?
Huh? Why would you think that? I've already told you. I have been in full agreement with Kate the whole time. I told you countless times. You won't be moving in!
Andy, it's okay, you know.
Huh?
You can say how you really feel. It's just the two of us talking here.
What are you talking about?
Look, Andy, just admit it. That's what you really want, is to live with your mother.
No, really, what are you talking about? You're scaring me.
I'm saying you don't have to hold back for Kate's sake.
Hold back?
I know you hesitate to assert yourself, what with Kate's grandfather staying there and all. But it's common sense that a husband gets the final say over his wife. There's no reason you should be able to say what you really think in your own home.
Huh?
If anything, since you're the one letting Kate and her grandfather live at your house, they're the ones who should be humbling themselves.
Wait a second.
What?
Mom, by any chance, do you think this is my house?
Huh? Well, it is, isn't it? You really are amazing, Andy. Building such a big house like that after just 1 year of marriage. You make your mother so proud.
No, that's wrong!
What is?
This is Kate's family home!
What? But how could such a new house?
The reason it looks like a new build is because they had some major renovations done on it a little while before we got married.
Renovations?
Kate's parents and grandpa are the ones who paid for those renovations.
Huh? But that's...
And so, the all-important name on the deed is that of the real owner of this house, Kate's grandpa.
What?
I mean, I have told you this before, you know, and I'm sure Kate told you too.
Oh, you have?
As far as I can remember, we've told you 3 or 4 times. But every time you got carried away and started praising me. Wow, your own detached house? Amazing! I did correct you that it was actually Kate's grandpa's house, though. Basically, I'm the one who's being allowed to live at Kate's family home.
Please just hold your horses, son. Why does her grandfather, the owner of the house, live in a separate building? Surely he'd be living in the main house if that was true.
When they had the renovations done, he said he wanted his own private room with its own garden built on the grounds. We might refer to it as living separately because it's convenient, but if I had to put it one way or the other, I'd say calling it Grandpa's private castle would be more accurate.
Oh my god, I can't believe it's not your house.
Well, it isn't. So I'm gonna return the luggage you sent to us today.
Huh? What about us all living together?
I told you it wouldn't be happening from day one, didn't I? And Mom, you do know that I'm the one who entered Kate's family to begin with, right?
What?
I knew it. You forgot. I did think it was strange that everything you sent to us by mail was addressed to my old surname. Today's luggage, too.
You took on their surname?
Did you really forget even though you were the #1 reason I did it?
What? Me?
I don't know whether it's because you felt nervous about living alone after you and Dad got divorced, but you bullied my sister's husband after he kindly agreed to let you live with them because you couldn't bear to let go of her, didn't you?
No!
So my sister flipped out, declared the cohabitation arrangement over, and kicked you out of the house.
But...
I decided I never let you live with us after seeing all that go down, which I made very clear to you at the time we got married. And then, I also told you that I'd be taking Kate's last name because she's the only daughter of an old family. That's how I ended up where I am now.
What?
You really should listen to people when they speak to you. That's the reason you and Dad got a divorce, isn't it? You should have learned your lesson by now.
But who's going to be my heir?
That's not really something you need to worry about. But with you being a divorcee and all,
We might not be an old established family, but the thought of us disappearing with your generation.
oh, but surely to a certain extent, that's not a problem anymore.
Why?
Because Dad's new wife gave birth to twin boys.
What? Your dad got remarried? And he has kids?
He got married to a woman he met after you guys divorced. And apparently the boys were born the day before yesterday.
Just hold on a minute. This is the first I've heard of it.
I know. He got in touch this morning and asked me to tell you.
You're joking, right?
So now you know the situation. Will you stop pestering Dad to reconcile?
Huh? But
Anyway, I'll be having all your luggage sent back.
wait!
Why? Surely you know you can't live with us now.
Not that, I ended the contract on my apartment. I have to be out before the end of the month.
I did suspect you might have done that.
That's why I have to move in with you.
My uncle will be arriving at your place soon.
Your uncle? You mean my brother Carl?
He said he's gonna take you in, so wait there.
Wait, I can't! I don't like Carl!
Just be grateful you won't be homeless. Anyway, bye.
Wait, Andy!
Apparently, my uncle arrived at my mom's place a short while after our messages. By the way, I sent her luggage back to my uncle's place. Cash on delivery, of course. Apparently, the reason my mom was acting like that was because she was unable to hold down her part-time job due to her abrasive personality and was struggling to make ends meet. Which is why now she lives with my uncle. After being ordered to pay for her own food, she did find another part-time job, but I hear her boss is super strict. And she sends me expletive-laden messages about him from time to time. But my uncle told me I'm not to reply to her because she's, as he puts it, undergoing a period of education. We actually found out recently that Kate's pregnant. But unless my uncle gives her permission, I think it'll be a long time before my mom gets to hold her grandchild.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Jack! I'll be gone for a little while, okay?
You're leaving right now?
Yeah.
Where are you headed to?
My friend asked me to join them on a sweets buffet, so I'm gonna go eat a bunch of sweets. They said there's a discount if there's 2 people or more.
You're going out to eat again?
What's that supposed to mean? I love eating, and you should be happy for me doing what I love.
Besides, who is that friend of yours that you're always talking about?
The friend I always talk about. You know, the one who eats tons of food every time we go out?
Whatever you say. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
Of course I know. It's Christmas.
Anything else?
Well, I mean, it's also the last day of the sweets buffet that I was talking about earlier. So I need to go no matter what.
Anything else? Other than your buffet or Christmas? You really have no idea?
I mean, if I don't remember it, then it probably isn't that important.
Do you really not remember at all?
Oh, yeah, I remembered for sure.
Really?
Yeah, I totally remember. I should just get home by dinner time, right?
Sure. If you're gonna be gone all day, what are you planning to do with Amanda until dinner time? I heard she was gonna be doing her homework for winter break today, over at her friend's house.
Oh, yeah, she's gonna be at her friend's house while I'm gone during the day. And I texted her to walk over to her Nana's house after she's done playing, so I'm sure she'll be fine. She replied with a thumbs up emoji, so I'm pretty sure she saw the message. Oh, and I've already contacted your mother, and she said she was completely fine with it.
Got it. I'll see you at dinner then.
We've ordered some sushi and a Christmas cake for tonight, right? My stomach's already starting to make noises just thinking about it.
Your stomach's pretty impressive for fitting all of that after eating tons of cake at a buffet, you know. A normal person would go easy on lunch so they can enjoy their supper.
It's just that my body doesn't gain any weight even when I eat tons of food. So don't worry about me being too full to eat anything.
Whatever you say, you should really fix that habit of yours. The way you disregard everything else when there's a plate full of food in front of you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I meant every word I said, literally. I'm going back to work. Bye.
Bye-bye. I'll be heading out too.
Isabel, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna get home later than usual. I have something urgent to take care of.
What's going on?
Just some trouble at work. I wish I could just leave, but unfortunately I'm the only engineer in the building who knows how to fix this specific system error.
Oh no.
I've come up with a way to fix all of the issues, so now I just need to code it into the program and see how it goes. But I'll have to run everything to see if it works after I'm done. So it might take a few hours to finish it all.
I see. Are we still going to do the Christmas party back at our house? I mean, the sushi and cake are about to be delivered, so I don't think we can cancel it all at the last minute like this.
You guys can just start eating without me. I'm surely not getting home by our usual dinner time, so it's fine.
All right.
I need to get right back to work, so I'll see you at home once everything's done.
Roger that. Good luck at work, honey.
Jack, do you have a minute, honey?
Mom, is everything okay?
Yes, but are you already finished with work for the day?
Yeah, I just finished a while ago, so I'm getting onto the train to head back home.
Oh, you were working overtime today?
Yeah. I was supposed to clock out right at 5 p.m., but our whole system had a meltdown, and I was the only one at the office today who could fix it. Finally started heading home 2 hours late.
Oh my.
I thought it'd take at least another hour when I first started working on it, so I guess I should be grateful that it recovered smoothly.
I'm glad it all turned out well, honey. Since you're finally able to head home, could you please come pick up Amanda?
What? Has she not been picked up yet? I thought Isabel had already went to pick her up.
I haven't seen her since she came to drop her off, honey. I thought it was about time that she got back from her plans to come pick up sweet Amanda. But she won't pick up my calls. It was starting to get late, so I decided to call you. None of my texts were being read either. So I was getting worried that maybe Isabel was in some danger or trouble.
I hope she isn't in any trouble either. But if she isn't, I can't believe how irresponsible that was of her.
Amanda is just saying that she could walk home alone. But I can't just let a sweet little 5th grader like her go out all by herself in the dark.
You made the right choice, Mom. Wonder where on earth Isabel went. She said she was going to a sweets buffet today, but they'd only be there for 2 hours at most because of the time limit. So I was sure she'd already picked up Amanda and gotten home by now.
Jack, can I ask you something?
Yeah?
I'm a bit concerned about Isabel's treatment and behavior towards Amanda.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't want to be the one to point this out, but I'm her real grandmother, and you're her real uncle. We have the responsibility and will to take care of Amanda, since we always have been and always will be her family. But that isn't the case for Isabel.
Yeah, I get it.
And on top of that, her real parents, Adam and Bella, ended up getting a divorce because they both decided to cheat on each other. And Amanda had to deal with that at such a young age. Then she suddenly got adopted by you. And she was forced to live in a new environment, leaving everyone she knew behind. This is the first Christmas after that life started, isn't it? For a girl at such a young age to face getting willfully abandoned by her own parents. The pain she's feeling right now is unimaginable, Jack. You guys need to talk this out and take better care of her. I need you two to build a warm and welcoming family for her until your house becomes her home. Please, don't hurt this child anymore and make some fun memories tonight as a family.
Of course, Mom. I'll do whatever I can. We're still getting the hang of this situation, but I'm sure we'll make it out.
I hope so, honey.
I'll talk this out with Isabel again.
If you two need any help with anything, please let me know, because I'm willing to help with anything for that beautiful little child.
Thanks, Mom. It really means a lot. I know this is sudden, but could you let Amanda stay over at your house for a bit longer?
Of course, honey, but why?
I'm gonna go home first to check whether Isabel's already home or not.
Of course. That seems like a good idea.
And just to be sure, in case I don't make it back before she falls asleep, could you please go buy another Christmas cake?
Sure. I'll go over to the bakery next door with Amanda and check if there's any left.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mom. I really couldn't thank you enough. I'm gonna get off my train, so I'll text you again once I check the house.
I'll be waiting.
Isabel! Pick up right now!
Oh, it's you. Hi, Jack.
Where on earth are you right now? My mom texted me and told me about how you just left Amanda over at her house and didn't even bother to come pick her up or even answer the damn phone. And why are the sushi and cake that we ordered all gone? That was for us three to celebrate together. I don't understand the situation at all. None of this makes any sense.
You're home already? Oops.
Do you have a problem with the fact that I'm home already?
But you said you were gonna be really late today.
I worked as fast as I could so that I wouldn't keep the two of you waiting. Whatever. Just tell me why you eat everything without me or Amanda.
Well, because I didn't want any of the food to go to waste, so I thought it would be best for me to finish it all. So after the sweets buffet, I brought my girls back home with me. We had a Christmas party together and ate it all.
And you decided to go out again? Where are you right now?
Yeah, someone said we should go out to get a few drinks, so I went with them. We're in a bar right now, but did I do something wrong?
Yes, as I've said multiple times in the past 5 minutes, why didn't you pick up Amanda?
Because she's not a people person, and she doesn't know any of my friends. So I thought she wouldn't be the type to want to go party with ladies that she met for the first time.
You're missing the point. Why did you party with your friends while leaving Amanda, the special girl, back at her grandma's house?
What does special girl even mean?
You can't be serious right now. Did you really forget what day it is today?
Just tell me.
Did I not ask you if you remembered what day it is today? Back when I was texting you during lunchtime?
Yeah, it's Christmas.
The other main event of today!
Huh?
You told me that I didn't even have to say it because you already knew. Was that a lie then?
Oh, I guess I remembered up until lunch, but I forgot after eating.
It's Amanda's birthday, you idiot! Amanda was born on December 25th, the same day as Christmas! Can't believe you've forgotten about your own daughter's birthday. This is ridiculous. There couldn't possibly be an easier day to remember. She was born on the same day as Christ, for God's sakes. She told us on the day she became our daughter, don't you remember? I didn't plan a party today because it was Christmas, Isabel. I planned this party because it was Amanda's birthday, and I wanted to give her at least one happy memory on the day she was born to her heartless parents. That's why I ordered sushi and cake, her favorite. And you just destroyed it all with your friends!
But I thought you prepared cake and sushi because they were my favorite.
I obviously wouldn't have said no to you eating any, and it was for the three of us. But we were supposed to be there to let her have fun. She's the birthday girl, so it was for her.
Oh, why not for me?
And also, about your girls that you've been going out with and ruined Amanda's birthday with, you actually mean Guy, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you so paranoid all of a sudden?
I mean Guy as in the food fighter who's been becoming famous lately. Arnold the Guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
On my way home from work today, a few neighbors stopped by to talk to me. And they all told me that they've seen you two walking into my house while holding hands with each other.
Those people!
They also told me that they heard very loud music and chants saying Merry Christmas from the inside, and some very loud moans afterwards.
You're lying!
I had a bad feeling and left Amanda over at my mom's house until I checked the house to see if you were in there. And I'm really glad I didn't, because if she saw the meal that she had been looking forward to all day, and the whole house messed up like it was, I can't even begin to imagine how shocked and hurt she would have been.
I can explain.
We're getting divorced.
No, please.
I'll be sure to send in a message about this to your parents as well.
Please, calm down. You're the one who said that Amanda needed a mother in the first place.
How do you have the nerve to call yourself a mother while going out and doing things with other guys? You've betrayed our whole family, and that's all there is to this.
You can't do this.
I'll send all your belongings to your parents' house in a few days. Don't ever come back.
Oh, please, we can fix this.
I'll be hiring a lawyer too. I'll be contacting you through them.
Please, just wait. Aren't you to blame too?
What did you just say?
You're always all over Amanda and left me alone like I didn't mean anything to you.
Didn't you have something going on with the food fighter guy before this whole thing?
Why?
I remembered something today. Over a year ago, I saw an interview on TV. He said, "My girlfriend Isabel, she eats a ton like me and I fell in love with that part of her and confessed my love. And that's how our relationship started."
He said my name?
At the time, I thought you two just had the same names. But I guess it really was you.
Wait, please don't leave me.
See ya. A month later, we officially got a divorce. And on the occasion, I sued her for cheating. She ended up getting demanded $30,000 in compensation. Since then, she's been banned from her own house, and I heard she was working multiple jobs at a time to pay it all off. FYI, apparently the Foo Fighter guy didn't know at all that my wife was married, and he came over to explain how he had no intention in taking part of the cheating. Since he came all the way to apologize to me in person and didn't know that my wife was married, I decided not to sue him for any money. By the way, after the whole incident on Christmas Day, my mother decided to call all of our relatives together to celebrate Amanda's birthday. And it ended up becoming a feast, with everyone bringing together what they had prepared to celebrate Christmas. Amanda was smiling and laughing the whole time, which helped me forget all about the problems in the world and just have fun. Me and Amanda have barely begun our journey as father and daughter, but I swear on my life that I will live with dignity and pride for being a father.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Blair, long time no see. It was nice seeing you at the wedding 6 months ago. How have you been?
Oh, hi, Allie. What do you want?
Oh, I heard you had a baby last month.
Huh?
Congratulations! I'm so happy for you.
Who told you?
What do you mean? Ken told me about it.
What? Ken? I told him to keep his mouth shut. He's such a mom's boy.
Is everything okay?
Look, like I told you at the wedding, I don't want anything to do with you guys. We're not family, okay? I didn't even want to invite you guys to the wedding, but I thought that would be harsh, so... But now that it's over, I want nothing to do with you guys. You'll just harass me like all the other mother-in-laws.
I'd never do that.
Yeah, you would. I can tell from the way you look.
What? My looks? Look, if you want nothing to do with us, fine. I won't force you to do anything. I just wanted to congratulate you on your baby. That's all.
Oh, I get it. You want to see your grandchild. That's it, isn't it?
Huh? Oh, that would be nice, but...
Fine. Pay us $20,000 and I'll let you see him.
20 grand?
It's not that much, right? You're rich.
I can't pay you 20 grand.
Oh, okay. Then you'll never see your grandkids. Too bad.
You know what? Fine.
Huh?
Like I said before, I just wanted to congratulate you, that's all. But now, I'm regretting it. I had no idea you were like this. I shouldn't have messaged you. Bye.
What? You sure? You don't want to see your grandkids? Your other son's wife, Helen, she's having trouble having a baby, right? And we're not planning to have a second child, so... My son is the only grandchild you got. You sure you want to play it like this?
What are you saying? Helen gave birth to twins just 3 months ago. You didn't hear?
What?
She went through fertility treatments for years, and it finally worked.
What? Nobody told me that.
Really? Ken didn't tell you?
Huh? No.
He said he told you, but he said you didn't seem that interested. Maybe you just forgot. He even sent them a gift and everything, but I guess you didn't know that.
What?
You really didn't know about it? You never listen. Can I go now?
Huh?
I just wanted to congratulate you. That's all. I got stuff to do. Gotta go.
What?
Bye now.
Hey, Helen, what's your problem, huh? Using your kids to suck up to your mother-in-law? You got some nerve, you know that. And how dare you give birth before me? My husband is older than your husband. Screw you. Let me guess. You're after their money. That's it, isn't it? And all that fertility treatment must have been expensive. So now you're trying to collect your money back from your mother-in-law. Well, too bad. That's not how things work around here. The oldest son gets everything. It's just how things are. And I'm his wife. That means I'm going to get their money, not you. So you can try to suck up to them all you want, but their money is mine. Your plan isn't going to work. Too bad. Hello, Allie.
Hey, Helen. How are you, dear? It's been 3 months already. Time flies, huh? How is your family? Hope all is well.
Yeah, thanks. We're good. It's good to be back home. We're moving out soon, so we're gonna have to start packing.
Ah, right. Good to hear. So, what's up?
I wanted to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Last night, Blair texted me and...
Blair?
Yeah, I was in the shower at the time, so it took me a while to notice. I didn't respond yet. And, she said all these weird things to me, and I'm just really confused.
Oh, what did she say?
I don't know how to say this, but...
You can tell me, dear. And, she texted me too. We talked about you having your baby, so probably has something to do with that.
Right. That's probably it.
Can you send me a screenshot? I'll read the messages and get back to you.
Okay.
What is she talking about? What money? My late husband was just a normal businessman. I live off of my pension. I work part-time at a grocery store, but it's not much. Why does she think I'm rich?
No idea. Maybe she's got you confused with someone else. Should I talk to her? Maybe I can get to the bottom of this. If there's some kind of misunderstanding, maybe I can fix it.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Just ignore her.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll tell Ken though, just in case. Blair, she doesn't like me very much. Not sure why, but... And you get along with me, so... She probably doesn't like you either.
True.
It's pointless trying to talk to her. It'll just cause more trouble, so... And she said she wanted nothing to do with her relatives, so... Let's just leave her alone. We got enough things to do as is. We don't have time to deal with her nonsense.
All right. If you say so. Okay then. Bye. Hey, Allie. You guys moved out? My husband just told me. What the hell? Why didn't you tell me anything?
Hi, Blair. I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to know. I told your husband to keep it a secret until we were out of the house.
What? What the hell is going on?
You told us to leave you alone, remember? Why do you care? I saw the messages you sent to Helen. I have no idea what you're talking about, but it was scary. I don't know what you're after, but we didn't want anything to do with you anymore, So we moved out to get away from you.
What? But you'll never see my son! You're okay with that?
Oh, I'll be fine. I'd love to see him, sure, but you said no, so... And now I'm living with my 2 grandkids, so I'll be okay.
Wait, you moved in with them?
Yeah, Rob, Helen, and the twins. We're like one big family now.
Oh no, I feel so bad for Helen. I never want to live with my mother-in-law. Sucks for her. Oh well, that's not my problem.
Why do you assume that I'm going to be mean to her? She's so sweet.
Huh?
She went back to live with her parents for a while when she was having the baby, but until then, we actually lived together, you know.
Huh?
And frankly, she's a much better person than you. Sorry to say this, but... So, yeah, we're on good terms, so you don't have to worry about her either.
You're being brainwashed, you know that.
What?
Listen, Helen, she's not the person you think she is. She's a bad person. How can you not see that? She's just after your money, and she's using her kids to suck up to you. Don't you see that? She went through expensive fertility treatment just for that. She thinks she can get all her money back by sucking up to you. Don't you realize that? All she cares about is money.
What money? I don't have any money, Blair.
What?
I'm not rich. I don't know why you think that.
Oh, stop trying to be modest. I know you're loaded. Whatever, look, if you want to move out, fine, be my guest. I'm actually happy that you guys moved out.
Oh, how so?
None of your business. Bye. Hey, Allie, what the hell? Why are strangers living in your old house?
What? What do you want now?
Your old house! That big house you used to live in! What happened to it? There are strangers living in there now.
Huh? What on earth are you talking about? How do you know all this?
You guys moved out, so my husband and I decided to move into your old place. We moved all your stuff for this. What the hell is going on?
First of all, I don't own that place. It paid rent every month.
Huh?
Helen's grandfather owns that place. I was only living there temporarily. So, yeah, I don't know what else to tell you.
What? I thought your husband left your place.
My husband moved around a lot, so we never bought a house. It wasn't even an option for us. This is my first time owning a house. Oh, and just to be clear, the new house, it's under Rob's name, not Ken's.
What?
I gotta go now. My grandkids are waking up.
Hey, wait!
Excuse me. Blair and her family had nowhere to go now. She went crying back to her parents. She got in a lot of trouble after that. Turns out she didn't even tell her husband about moving out. She moved everything out while he was away on a business trip. Ken finally snapped and decided to divorce her. But she didn't want to be a single mom, so she gave up custody of her son. But that meant she was the only one that had to pay child support. So she got a job at a nearby grocery store. But everyone in town found out about what she did, or what she tried to do at least. Everyone avoided her. She was all alone now. Sucks to be her, but oh well, not my problem.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Excuse me, Angela, are you there?
Sure, what's up, Lydia? Everything okay?
I hear you're in the process of paying off some debts.
Huh? I'm what?
I was so disappointed you wouldn't believe. Tut, 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 Angela. It's just a good thing we're neighbors, or I never would have heard you discussing it through the walls.
I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about. Do you mean you eavesdrop on us?
I heard you and Scott talking about it in the middle of the night. I had a cup to the wall, so trust me, I heard everything. $1,000 a month in debt repayments? No end in sight? Just how much debt are you in?
Oh, you heard that. These walls are thinner than I thought. A cup to the wall, though? Have you ever heard of privacy? It's quite a lot of money, but I think if we can keep up with the repayments at the current pace, it might be paid off within 4 or 5 years.
My goodness, you're in that much debt?
Yes, that much. Between all the secret investing and gambling and a complete failure to keep up with the payments back when they were smaller, it seems like this was inevitable. We are married, so of course we're committed to getting through this by working together. I hate to say it, but we're not always able to meet halfway. You have no idea how hard it is to keep up with $1,000 debt repayments every month all on your own. This has really taken its toll on us.
My, oh my, Angela, just what have you been doing? As your mother-in-law, I simply cannot overlook this.
Yeah, I totally get that. I wouldn't expect you to overlook it either, but with how Scott's situation is right now, there might not be anything you can do.
I can't believe my son's own wife would place such a crushing burden on him. My poor boy must be going through hell.
Huh? What do you mean?
Basically, what you're saying is that my Scotty's being forced to pay off your debts with his hard-earned money? And $1,000 a month at that. It's hardly pocket change, is it? By the time it's paid off in 4 or 5 years, he'll be, what, $45,000? $60,000 out of pocket? How could you do this to him?
No, wait. You've got this the wrong way round. I'm not the one who's in debt. Scott is.
Oh, this is rich. You're going to try and pin the blame on my Scott because I found out about your little secret? I had no idea you were so shameless. That reminds me, your attitude last night while you were discussing the debt was absolutely atrocious. I could practically feel you looking down your nose at him through the wall. I heard everything. You do know you have debts to pay off, don't you? You need to pay it back, Scott. You have no choice. How dare you speak to my son like that when he's the one paying off your debts? You vindictive, self-righteous liar. He doesn't need to hear any of that from you. I'll have him divorce you, I tell you. Divorce!
You have no intention of listening to me, do you?
I could listen to everything you have to say 1,000,000 times over, and it still wouldn't pay off a cent of the debt.
Fair point. You know what? I've changed my mind. You're right. I don't think there's any point in talking to you when you're in emotional ignoramus mode.
Excuse me? What did you just say?
If you'll forgive me, I'm at work and we're very busy. Let's discuss this properly at a later date.
Don't make me laugh. I have nothing to discuss with an abusive, debt-ridden liar. One thing's for sure, though. My poor son needs protecting from you. He'll be staying next door with me from now on. He'll end up curled up in a ball in the corner of some psych ward if he's around you even a moment longer.
All right, fine by me. I'm going. Bye. The next morning.
Angela, we're getting a divorce.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about, Scott? Are you still half asleep?
I'm not half asleep. I've had my coffee and my head is clearer than it's ever been. My eyes have opened. It seems like my mom found out about the debt. I was worried at first, but looks like she's actually gonna be able to help me get rid of it. She's lowering me the mother of all lifeboats.
Lifeboat?
She told me if I divorce you, all the debt will disappear and I'll never have to worry about money or repayments ever again. She was really convincing.
Huh, is that so? I see.
She must have a real ace up her sleeve. This is why my mom's great. She was always looking out for me. She's super clever too, so I believe her.
I have a feeling she doesn't have an ace up her sleeve at all.
If I'd known she'd be such a powerful ally, I would have just told her from the get-go instead of keeping it a secret this whole time. So, yep, it's decided. I don't need you anymore. The way you talk down to me like I'm some naughty little kid seriously grinds my gears. And I'm done with it. I'm gonna be free. Yippee! We're getting a divorce.
Good grief, you're beyond saving. I'm at work right now, so we can discuss this properly later. That night. Scott? When I got home from work, there were some divorce papers on the table. Would you mind telling me what the heck is going on?
I think I made it pretty clear. We're getting a divorce. I had to go through the hassle of ordering the papers, so you can hand them in yourself. I'm busy.
I take it that means you have no interest in talking this through and saving our marriage then?
What's the point? You'd only talk down to me like some little kid, just like you always do. I'm mad as hell and I won't take it anymore. Besides, I have my mom. She's the only ally I need in my life. She always has my back and she's super smart, not like you. She said you're a liar too, which only strengthened my resolve. Hurry up and get out, liar!
Wow. You know what? I think it is actually better this way. Let's face it, I didn't exactly enjoy shelling out $1,000 a month to pay off your debts. I'm finally gonna be able to spend my own money again.
Fantastic, superb, tremendous, magnificent. We both get what we want. Win-win.
10 minutes later.
Good evening, Angela. I heard you finally did the right thing and agreed to the divorce.
If that's what he really wants, I'm not gonna get on my knees and beg. If we can't talk and work through problems as a team, what's the point in being married anyway?
I see you're just as arrogant as ever. How dare you take such a haughty attitude with me and my son, despite being in so much debt you owe $1,000 a month in repayments. You've got some nerve to look down on your husband when he's the one paying it off for you. You wouldn't have anything to eat or a roof over your head if not for him. Get your things together and go.
What? He's paying off my debt, feeding me, and putting a roof over my head? What planet are you on? You are aware I work every single day, aren't you?
Of course I'm aware, you pompous little upstart. However, there's no way whatever paltry wage you bring in with that pitiable part-time job could possibly sustain a family. Even a monkey could understand that Scott, who works at a major company, is the one holding everything together. He probably makes more in a day than you do in a week.
Ugh. I knew it. You have no idea Scott hasn't been going to work for the last year, do you?
Get with the times already. He's probably working remotely. I'm fully aware of how working life has changed over recent years. I might be old, but that doesn't make me ignorant. I don't have to confirm every little thing with my son to know what he's doing.
Interesting. I see. Your ignorance is actually impressive. You two are really alike.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Anyway, I'll be moving out tomorrow. I'm in the process of getting my things together right now, so you'll probably hear some banging in the night. I hope it doesn't bother you too much.
That's fine. It'll sound like a relaxing lullaby when I remember it's the sound of the odious witch who catapulted my son into financial ruin, finally removing herself from his life. Hurry up and get gone.
The morning of the move. Okay, Scott, I'm all done packing. This is it. I'm leaving.
Vroom, vroom. Zzz, big fire truck go vroom. Zzz. Huh? Who did that? Oh, Angela. All right. Whatever. Zzz.
I handed in the divorce papers last night, so me and you are strangers now. We'll never see each other again after today. This month's debt repayment is due tomorrow. Make sure you don't forget, okay? Don't come crying to me if you're struggling to keep up, because I won't be helping you anymore.
You're annoying. I'm sleepy. Just go away. Let me sleep, damn it.
Fine. Have it your way. Goodbye forever, Scott. A few moments later. Lydia, I'm leaving now.
Big creamy milkshakes. Zzz, pizza dipped in chocolate. Lard sandwiches. Cola. Zzz. Huh? What? Angela, I'm trying to sleep. Get lost. Message me later.
Whatever. Have a nice life. Goodbye. The day after the move.
Angela, pick up the phone. This is an emergency. I'll repeat, this is an emergency. We have to get married again immediately. I need you to keep helping me with the debt repayments.
Excuse me?
My mom got it wrong. Oh boy, did she get it wrong. She got it wrong, so I think my life might be over. I had no idea, but it seemed she was convinced the debt was yours. She had it in her head that I was the one shelling out $1,000 a month to cover your repayments. That's why she thought that if I divorced you, I wouldn't have to help you get out of the mountain of debt she thought you were in anymore, and I could finally attain financial freedom. That's why she told me to divorce you. Oh my God, I thought she had some kind of genius trick up her sleeve, but turns out she was just making a huge misunderstanding.
Yep, I knew that.
What?
I did my best to set her straight. I made it pretty clear that I wasn't in any debt and that I was in fact the one helping you with your repayments, but it went in one ear and out the other. I did consider explaining to her how it seemed unfair for me to pay off your debts, given how you're the one who got yourself into this mess in the first place. But she was being so confrontational and aggressive, I didn't think there'd be any point. So the plan was to discuss it among the three of us once she calmed down. Then she told me you wanted a divorce, so I was like, meh, what's the point? Now I've completely washed my hands of you both, and wow, does it feel liberating. My financial burden disappeared overnight. I've had a giant Scott-shaped boulder lifted off my shoulders. Who would have thought that divorcee life could be so fun?
No way you didn't, did you? Did you hand in the divorce papers?
Yep, I handed them in the night you left them on the table. I did try and tell you, but I think you were dreaming about fire trucks or something. We're officially strangers now.
This is bad, 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 really bad!
A few moments later.
Angela, I'm so sorry. I made a huge mistake. I'm sorry. Please come back immediately. I apologized. So you'll come back, won't you? Won't you?
What?
Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me that Scott was the one in debt and not you? You had so many opportunities. And I had no idea it was my uncle who was originally covering the repayments.
That's because Scott chose not to tell you. I may have been your daughter-in-law, but it wasn't my place to tell you that kind of thing. That was your son's responsibility. I did at least make it very clear that the debt is Scott's and not mine. You're the one who kept interrupting and ignoring me whenever I tried to make you see sense, and you're the one who demanded we get a divorce based on your ridiculous misunderstanding. You're in no position to criticize me.
There's something else I can't get my head around. How on earth were you managing to keep up with $1,000 a month debt repayments working that crummy part-time job of yours in the first place? That's why I got the wrong end of the stick. You misled me.
I don't work part-time and I never once told you I did.
Huh?
I inherited my dad's restaurant chain when he passed away a few years ago, and I've been managing all 10 of his restaurants ever since.
You own a company? You?
Yes, me. I own a company.
I thought you worked part-time flipping burgers at McDonald's.
That's fascinating because I don't. You're so good at misinterpreting reality, it's worrying.
So that's how you were able to keep up with those enormous debt repayments.
By the way, how to break this to you. You might want to sit down for this one, Lydia. Are you ready? Scott's unemployed.
What?
He got into a fight with his boss last year when he mistakenly arranged a meeting with a major client for the wrong day. He stormed out in a rage when he got taken to task on it. He had ample opportunity to apologize, but he was so stubborn he chose to get fired rather than admit fault. He's been unemployed ever since.
Did he at least get a severance payment?
He did, but it disappeared straight away when he used it towards paying off his debts. He'd only been at the company a few years, and it was his own fault he got fired, so it wasn't much. I couldn't bring myself to see him stop making payments because he'd have been swallowed up by the interest, so I decided to start covering them for him. It was only supposed to be temporary.
Really? I see. Okay, I understand everything now. I'm sorry for everything I've done, Angela. Will you carry on making the repayments for him?
Excuse me?
Listen, I just got a phone call from my uncle. He said today's payment is late. Apparently, he got a threatening email from the repayment company. Please see to it that today's payment of $1,000 gets made as normal.
Are you aware that me and Scott aren't married anymore? You're both strangers to me now.
But...
The real irony here is that you're the one who got him to divorce me in the first place. It's time the pair of you learned how to stand on your own 2 feet for a change. I think this could be a great opportunity for you.
Angela, please, don't do this. I'm set to retire next year. These repayments would eat up my pension so fast I'd be homeless before I knew it. My husband passed away years ago. How in God's name am I supposed to support myself, my unemployed son, and run a household on top of these mammoth debt repayments all on my own?
Goodbye, Lydia.
Angela!
Later on. Since the repayments were set to suddenly stop, I thought I should call Lydia's uncle, who'd been the one covering them before me, and make him aware of the situation. He was astonished when he found out it was me who'd been making the repayments this whole time, and I was even more astonished when he apologized and paid me back the entire sum. After a few more apology messages, he swore to teach Scott the meaning of personal responsibility by having him pay off the debts he'd racked up if it was the last thing he did. Last I heard, he was forcing them both to work at his garbage disposal company to come up with the money. Apparently, a few of the senior employees are pretty mean-spirited and take great pleasure in seeing just how far they can push the two of them. They're being worked to exhaustion on a daily basis, which I was told about in detail when they spammed me with messages begging me to come back. Naturally, I blocked them both. Lydia's uncle ended up confiscating their phones because they were constantly playing games on them instead of working whenever no one was looking. I tried to be as sympathetic and compromising a wife as I could be, but their attitude towards me, which was revealed through a huge misunderstanding, quickly made me change my mind, and by the end, I was just as eager to divorce as my husband was, or thought he was. I'm so pleased I decided not to correct his delusional mom. Whatever happens to them, they're on their own from now on.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.